seems to me, because you're now working against Legion, that if the Dust people who play on the PlayStation, they will get really fed up, especially if they feel that all the focus is now on Project Legion, not PC Dust. And so they will just leave, then the Dust will die, and then, the whole Legion, and then Legion, is Legion going to be, I'm fearful that Legion will just, will take all the attention, and we'll never see a player's market on Dust as it stands at the moment. And then people, it'd be nice to see them as two separate games.
So, yes, at least that's the way I see it today. That's two separate things. And as I said, Dust is still very strong. There's no reason for us to not nurture that experience and make sure that it remains a really good game. So, yeah, there are no plans to actually move away from that.
Okay. Is there going to be anytime soon a beta of Legion?
We don't know yet. We're still figuring out all the plans.
June 20. That's why I'm showing something that doesn't work, and then I see that guy go.
Yeah, it's going to come at the same time as the match.
Yeah, no, I wasn't there. I have nothing to do with it. Yes.
Will I be able to use my Dust character on Legion? Or do I have to start from scratch? Good question.
A very good question. Here's a very good answer. The CCP has always taken good care of their community.
Okay.
And the idea here is not to leave our community.
Okay, but can I add in another question? And I wasn't even finished.
How much Japon can I bring? No,
No, it's when are we getting some new gameplay? I'm getting bored in Dust.
It's tough to say today. I can't, and I don't want today to sign up for anything or get you excited, and I'll tell you why. We've done that too much in the past. And telling you that this is coming that, and this is it, and it's going to come that way. So I'm going to be super honest. I'm going to try to be as honest as I can. It's today. That's not like we don't have solid plans enough to share them. Which is, you see my face. I apologize. It's kind of a hard answer, but it's the truth. Sorry, we'll get back to you. Already asked a question. Oh, there, yeah.
I apologize if this was already asked and answered, but I suppose two-part. Are you guys happy with the free-to-play model that exists around Dust right now? Or is that something you plan on bringing into Legion?
Free to play?
Yes.
So, first question is, are we happy with it?
I don't really care if you're happy with it. I'm just more curious.
Next question. Yeah, so Project Legion is right now the thinking it's going to be a free-to-play product. That's something to me, so I brought quite a bit of experience with me on free-to-play. That was part of that, doing a free-to-play product and then Project Legion 2. I actually would love to have this discussion with you guys and be extremely open on this because I have my view on how the right implementation of free-to-play is. There's actually there's a really good base at CCP called Flex. And people actually forget that to a certain extent, even online has been a free-to-play game for a long time for people that can pay their subscription with Flex. So to be honest, the stretch is not that long. And you'll actually be extremely happy, I think, by some of the decisions made around what it needs to be a free-to-play product on Project Legion as the base. That's basically the best way for me to put it now. But I actually love that subject, and I'm really comfortable in the way I see it, whether it's wrong or right, but I think that's right. And I think that's a very fair, interesting, and actually just kind of all advantages to a free-to-play, or the way I like to do it for me. Any feedback?
Just a couple of points really. First of all, I like the idea of what's going on with the PC. I liked how the progression was, and to be honest, it was something that was clearly going to happen over the last 4 months because of the lack of progression in the game. You were clearly working on something else. It didn't take a genius to figure it out.
It was really proud of 120. Do not trust me.
Yeah. But my concern is the preservation of the footprints in the sandbox we've already made. Like I say, we've got people who have invested a lot of time and effort and financially a lot of money in Dust. So they're going to want to know exactly what's going to be doing. If it's just going to be hot fixing and balance issues and there's going to be no new stuff, that's not going to encourage them to carry on playing the game. And with Legion having a time frame that we don't know about, which is clearly by design, you don't want to promise anything. It's just going to be a major concern to a lot of the player base. And one other thing I would say, personally, the actual timing of the announcement, I don't think it was meant for Fanfest. You should have told us 2 months ago, got over the anger and then shown us a bit more with Legion. Then we could have, possibly the community could have come to terms with it, and we would have been able to look forward to a new product that's going to carry on in the actual Dust tradition. That was just my own personal thing. I don't know if it was your decision or, but it just, personally don't think it was the right place. It felt to me, being in there, that it was more as an announcement to the PC players. That was what it felt like.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another question that comes at the same time. And so first I absolutely understand where you're coming from. We've answered the question a few times about the fears and what it means for the moving forward. Okay, that was funny, but 2 months ago I would have shown you a PowerPoint. So let's try to do something. Let's try to show you something when we have something. And if I'm showing something now, it's because, and I hope you enjoyed the demo, it was enough to give you a good sense of where we're going with it.
Oh yeah.
So that's very much the reason. Now, it's important. The timing in this is important, and if you ask me, actually, I would even go all the way to, I would have liked even a bit. I would have liked to show a few draws for you around, so you don't keep hearing about it, you start seeing that. So let's have that relationship between you, the community, the players, and us, and me as being a new EP of that product, as making sure that we trust each other. I'm trying to put in place things so that we have a good relationship moving forward, no matter if we go on one product or the other, which is why we also open up that much of that. At least that's the way I see it. But as I said, I absolutely understand where you're coming from. It's really good news for some people. For some others, they're like, okay, well, I'm less of a PC player, but also something important, as we said, is probably the first step towards a next-gen evolution of that vision.
As long as you put in Xbox 360 control support, I'll be fine.
And that was the next thing. It says you can still play with the controller.
But make it.